Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Timmy B, host of the Fight Insight podcast. This is the best damn podcast that you're not already watching. Go get your friends. Tell everybody you know to watch this show. To my left over here, I've got my friend, UFC veteran, Bryan Bam Bam Barberina.
Let's go. Another great day. Another great podcast. Timmy B, hit it.
His screen is frozen now, but it's not frozen the whole show. Hit it.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fight Insight Podcast.
Bam, bam, we are back, baby. Look, this guest was so nice. We had to have her on twice. We had her on just a few weeks ago, highlighting the big fight that she was going into, coming back into combat sports. She is a Dutch-Turkish kickboxer, combat sports veteran, and now a bare knuckle fighter. We're going to talk to her all about what happened at BKB, both in the fight and before Bam Bam, because things were crazy. Yes. You and I were talking about it online. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite guests of 2025, that's for sure. This is the Turkish Delight. I'm still eating it because I've been a good boy and I haven't been eating the whole thing. Bam, bam. This is the Turkish Delight, Hatice Özyurt.
Hello again for the second time. Hi.
Welcome
there
back.
You go.
Yeah. This time a different face, but yeah, still the same attitude.
Yes.
Still the same great person, just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Can you come into the screen a little bit so we can see what's going on here?
Oof. Okay.
Look,
nice shiner.
You got a couple of nice shiners.
Yeah, it's the part of the game, but I signed for it and I love it, and I'm doing it again.
Well, yes. that's what's crazy. 117 fights, I believe. I think that was your 117th.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Into BKB, you go, your first ever bare knuckle experience. So before we get into everything, the one thing I'm always curious about is that first bare knuckle punch you taste. You did not shy away. You just kept running after this girl. Was it shocking to you? How was the feeling of getting into that fight?
Oh my God. I asked myself, why didn't I start it 20 years ago? This is my game. I swear I love it. I feel addicted after I stepped the ring out. I said to my manager, hey, let me drink something and go back, do it again. Yeah, I love it. I swear. A lot of people said to me who already experienced in bare knuckle fight, hey, you can be maybe like get in shock, collapse. But not even once or a second I had a moment like, what the F what do I do here? I was like, yeah, come on, bring it on. Bring that 70 kilo. Bring it.
We're gonna get to the weight in a bit, but it's funny because Hatice, like, this is something like for me, I'm always worried about my friends when they do BK like bare knuckle for the first time, because we've seen Luke Rockhold, we've seen Eddie Alvarez. Like, when you get in there for the first time, it really seems like that first punch or those first couple hits you take, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But for you, it's almost like you were just enjoying it more. You're like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Like the last podcast, what we talked about, you said it, some people get in shock. And I saw in the beginning of the first two fights of two fighters, like the one get a punch and he was like, what the fuck what do I hear, And I was like looking and I thought, nah, that's not going to happen to me. I get maybe a scar or a blood nose, But no, I didn't. I don't know. I didn't experience like that. It gives me more like a kick. Like, it feels so free, but because we Dutch fighters are very tough fighters, it felt for me like I had gloves on.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a bare knuckle, and I punched like I had gloves on. So it didn't feel for me different.
Hands swollen?
How's your hands?
Are your hands swollen at all?
They don't look bad.
A little bit.
No, a little bit was falling, but thank God, I'm grateful. I have the genes of my mom. I heal very quick. So Thursday I'm going to go to the gym to spar again. So
Hatice, you need to do a commercial for American Eagle in Deutschland, you need, or no, that's not right. In Dutch, in Holland, you need
Hmm.
to do an American Eagle commercial. Hatice Özyurt has good genes,
Yeah.
and then you show them those hands, they healed up. How come you've got such? How come you've got such nice nails? Did you do them after the fight?
No, like I said, in April, I did my nails special for her, red blood color. And
Yeah.
now for the second time, the fight was on and I did it again.
Oh, very
Nice.
nice. All right, I like
Of
it. I like it.
course, also in the ring, I have to be a lady. It has to be cute.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course. Of
I love
course.
now. Okay, so let's get into it because Bam Bam and I are obviously watching you. We're fans of yours, and we're watching your social media going in. It was about a week out that
Yeah.
suddenly there was commentary around the weight of your opponent. And for those that don't know, we had talked about it before. You were supposed to fight her like 6 months ago or whatever, and she missed weight, couldn't make weight, blah, blah, blah. The fight gets canceled. We had to wait a freaking another 6 months before we get the
Yeah.
Turkish Delight.
Yeah.
And then a week before, what happens with the weight? Explain it.
Like we told in the podcast the last time, I said to you, I hold my heart, because um, again, like a week before the fight, my manager Nick called me in the car, and I was going to the gym in Amsterdam, and he said, "Hatice, I have to tell you something," and I said, "What the fuck?" And I felt something, and he
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
it's about the fight, and I said, "Oh man, what now?" And he said, "Yeah, she cannot get to the weight 140 pounds." And I said, "Okay, I already, because I'm 130, and I already take 10 pounds for her."
Up.
And I
Yeah.
thought maybe 145 or maybe I thought 145, maybe 66 kilogram. And he said, "No, man, it's more." And I said, "How much more?" And he said, "Yeah, like she has to come from 165, 63 pounds." And I was, oh my God. But I was so furious, even when I
Yeah.
Yeah.
drive, I was like, this is not the second time, this is like the second time, not the first time, but the second time.
Right.
And I said, "Nick, listen to me. This fight must go on," And he
But
said to
hold
me,
on, hold on, hold on. What and hold on. Two things I want to say. A, your manager, Nick Curry, Air Media Productions, the greatest dude. And
yeah,
when he messages me, Hatice, I never say, "Oh fuck." I always go, "Oh yes," because this guy always is a great guy. So but what weight does he tell you that she wants at that time?
155,
So
Oh man.
15
155
pounds,
pounds.
15 pounds above the contracted limit or above the contracted amount.
And
And
you had
this
already
is
given her amount. You've already gone up to 40
given
for
her
her, right?
10. So she
Yeah,
wants another 15. So that's how many days ahead are you hearing this?
I thought 9 days.
9
Like
days.
like Bam Bam is obviously a
That's
UFC
something.
veteran.
That's something she knows. Like, is that further out? Why isn't she telling? Trying to get it adjusted further out, if that, so that way you have more time to not be cutting weight and coming down
Yeah,
and dieting so hard and everything.
like I say,
I feel
don't
like
waste
it
my
almost
time.
seems planned.
Like I said before, don't waste
Yeah.
my time. I had it respect you if you said to the organization or to your manager, "Listen, I cannot get to 145 or 140, or 150. Please search for Hatice another opponent."
Right.
But till the last day, just drop a weight. It means, like I said, and I'm still behind it, and I said it to her face there, "You're not a professional. You don't only waste my time, but
Yeah.
also the other women, in our division. Please make the road free and just go away or fight heavier."
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And
Because
then,
because here's the thing, Hatice. You take, like you said, you take the opportunity away from somebody else. Like Bam Bam, like you're saying, you freaking knew you're not making this weight. Like
Yeah.
you right? You already go up 10 pounds to fight her, right? Because of the last problem. So you agree to a 10 pounds heavier, but now she wants it another 15. And
yeah,
like, it's like, And then here's the problem, Hatice. If you don't take the fight, now you don't get to fight. You don't get money. All your friends and family who 9 days out
Yeah.
have decided we're coming or we're setting up plans to
Yep.
do it. Like, what I don't like is there's so much pressure on you to take the fight when,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It's not
And you
your
know,
fault.
yeah, and you know what happens? It's like the opposite world. They said to me, if you want to, the organization from England said, if you want to fight, you have to come up to her weight, like 70 kilogram, like 150. And I'm like 130, I'm 59, 60 kilogram. How can I get 10 pounds in
Yeah.
9 days?
Wait.
And then,
Hold on.
Yeah.
At the time they're telling you this, you're already under the weight?
yeah, I'm still like 130 and I already signed the contract to 140. You know, I already take 10 pounds. So you expect for me to take like 15 pounds.
But you weigh 130 walking around?
Yeah, I was the 130.
So wait, so then your plan was you're not cutting anything, you're just walking on the
No,
scale?
yeah. You know what I did?
You look jacked too, by the way.
I'm going to tell. Fuck it, I'm going to tell. I had weights on my stomach, on the
What?
scale.
Oh,
Wait, maybe you're saying a word in Dutch that isn't translating right.
Yeah,
What do you have? You have weights?
yeah, I had weights, you know, like kilos
yeah, like a
underneath my jacket.
vest.
So I can come to 145. I was 130. So on the scale I was 145.
Okay.
wow.
That's probably not legal, right?
You
No.
wore a weighted vest on the scale?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was 145.
Yeah.
But wait, how low would you be before they would say you can't fight? Like, what if you just went on there at 130? What would they say?
Then there
It
was
wouldn't
no
happen.
fight.
Yeah, it
Then
wouldn't
there was
happen.
no fight. The fight community will never accept it because the difference was too big.
Yeah.
What
And
is
they are not
wait,
going.
how much lower than 145 could you be? Like, what's the rule on that? I don't even know there's a rule to that.
Yeah,
I think
it's with the commission for sure.
yeah, the commission never give. They will never said okay to it if I stand there with my legit weight, you know, like 130, like
Yeah.
60 kilogram. They will never accept that.
Did you get a percentage of her purse at all or anything for the weight miss or a bump in pay? Not anything?
No, what happened is so the only time, how can I say, the fight can go on if I said okay to the weight of like 155, or else
Yeah.
I didn't have a fight. So what did I do? I signed for 145. So I will like I have to come to 145, and she can be 155. Then there was a little bit difference between us. But they didn't
So
know. They didn't know that I was 130, of course, because I smuggled weight on my stomach.
Yeah.
But Bam Bam's question is, did they compensate you in any way? And the answer is no, because you're
Yes.
agreeing to it 9 days out.
Yeah.
And then here's another problem. I mean, and again, this is what I'm saying because I've seen my friends in other organizations get screwed in this regard, like Ham Zong in ONE FC. She's a Korean fighter. It's like you're forced to take the fight because otherwise, what else are you going to do? And so I guess similarly, like you couldn't say to BKB, okay, fine, I'll take it, but pay me more because
Nee,
they're
they
just
will
going to be
never
like, well,
accept
no.
it because the organization BKB is so good. They will not take that risk.
Right.
You know, the difference, the weight difference between me and Ashley was too big. And if they knew this, they will never accept it. It's very, you know, they're on the scale with their eyes. So if I
So
wouldn't say,
no, sorry, Hatice. I'm just so excited
yeah.
for this conversation. So pardon me.
So if I wouldn't say, yeah, we'll take that fight at 130 and she can be like 160, they will say no, there is no fight. So
No,
Yeah.
I
but
have to.
could you have asked for more money? Could you have said like, well, then give me more? Because like,
No, the organization is very, very strict.
but
They
okay,
will never accept it.
here's what's bullcrap is that like you're headed into that fight you're training your body thinking I'm fighting at 145. So you either bring your body down to a weight where you're like, okay, a week out, I can cut to that 145. Or in your case, you might have been bulking up a little bit, getting like even a little bit heavy, stronger at your walking around weight to be ready to fight. So when it's in these last 9 days, and this is where these stupid idiots online, like they comment like they know stuff and they're idiots. They're like, well, whatever, it's not a big deal. It's only a little bit. I was commenting on the BKB Instagram when they were showing the weight differences, right? And I said, this is some absolute nonsense with that weight difference. 151 pounds or whatever the hell it was, right? And then some idiot responds and goes, it was only 8 pounds, 2 ounces. There's no way this girl was only 8 pounds bigger than you. Definitely not on fight night.
Even still, like 8 pounds is a lot to be over somebody in a fight.
No, but that and Bam Bam, that's 8 pounds. That's 8 pounds on the scale.
yeah, exactly. That's not even going into like if she even cut weight or was like just didn't eat, or whatever. She's heavier the next day, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put and I'm just gonna put on the screen. Here's a still from the photo, just so that those that didn't see the fight, like,
yeah,
it's. I mean, I don't want to be rude here, but it's like Jabba the Hutt versus Princess Leia.
Yeah,
that's damn. Like it's freaking crazy. How that like as much as you trick them with the weight around your waist. I mean, on fight night, when people look at that, shouldn't they have been going?
Yeah. Also, when people in the organization was like, "What? Huh?" Because they see me like from this on the scale, and then very skinny. I heard in my corner, like people around the ring was like, "Huh?"
Yeah, they were probably surprised. They were probably like, "This is the same weight class? Like what?
Yeah,
how is this the same weight class?"
Yeah. And then immediately also after the fight, I get questions, and then I said it, and there was like a shock.
Yeah.
Or else I have to wait again for a fight. This was so important for me.
Of course. So now the fight happens, and of course it doesn't go your way, but it's a weird stoppage because it's a doctor stoppage because of the cut, was it?
Now we get a lot of reaction. I didn't know myself because I was so into the fight. Is the first round before the cut comes, I get a head bump.
Yeah.
And after that, I fell to the ground, and that's what I saw in the. When I look back, I get a knee in my face. When we go to, she puts me to the ground, and I get a knee. That's what I felt. And after that, she gives a legit straight punch, and then it splits open. So I understand the stoppage of the doctor. But now is the question: is it the head bump and the knee, or is it from the fist? And that's something they are like now discussing.
Okay.
So
have you spoke with BKB about like the fight and possibly what's next kind of thing? Like about finding you someone else who's more around your weight if you wanting to continue, or?
Yeah, what I can say with proud is they're very happy with me, and I'm very happy with them. The chances what I'm going to get, I cannot tell so much, but this is definitely my second family, and I feel very welcomed. And they said this is not going to happen for the next time. No way. They protected me, and I feel very safe after the fight. So that's very good, And they respected me, and I get the love, and also the things what I want to achieve. They said to me, it's going to happen. So I'm very happy, and if everything is going well with me, maybe next year, in the beginning of the year, January, I have a fight in America. So the golden ticket.
In America.
Yay!
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
If you need
so
if you need someone in your corner,
yeah,
definitely
get Bam Bam in your corner. Can I ask? I'm so happy about BKB and treating you well. I have heard very good things about that organization.
Yes.
You say that they are your second family, so that means now Fight in Sight is your third family. Where do we rank?
No, after this, it's going to stop. That's definitely. I'm 38, and I decide because we get a lot of opportunities for other organization, and my manager is so like, yeah, you know him personal. He has a golden heart, and he said to me, Hatice, whatever road you want to walk, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And this road, I want to walk this road with BKB, and then I want to close this chapter also with them because I
Yep.
feel safe. I feel they welcome me, and they're very good for me also after the fight. And I think it's very important for a fighter to feel welcomed and feel like a family.
Wait, what are you saying? No, wait. I'm saying that Fight Insight podcast is your third family. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh yeah,
Like,
of course.
don't. Now, what are? But wait, what are you saying? You're saying your next fight is your last fight? No,
No. This
saying
is
you
the
want to end
last.
your career with BKB in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. Definitely.
Nice. Oh,
Okay.
this is the last organization you want to fight for.
Yes.
Got
Exactly.
it.
Ah, nice. Okay. Very cool. So after the fight, can I ask because there's the injuries and stuff like that, and I want to talk about one of another girl that I know, but were they good with like insurance and stuff with you for like the
Yes.
medical stuff? Do they take care
Yeah,
of that?
immediately they come to me. And also the doctor, when the doctor stopped the fight, I cried, I begged him. I said, please, please, because I was already in round 4. And I heard in the corners, and also from his like, I'm sorry, but I have to stop this fight for your own safety. Also, you're on the winning league. And when I heard that, I was like, fuck, man, just one round, I will dance it away. And when I heard that I was on a winning league, it hurt so much. And after that, I understand it, because there is a lot of like adrenaline emotions what come up. I didn't understand. I was like, yeah, it's just a bruise, let me fight. But I didn't see anything with my
Yeah.
eyes. And when I talked with the doctor, and he said, if I let you continue, you can maybe get blind on one eye
Right.
because yeah, the weight difference is too big, so I cannot
Yep.
take that risk.
So, but okay, when you say on the winning league, you mean like they knew the scorecards and they knew that you were winning?
That's what the doctor said in my ear. You're on the winning
So,
league, I know. So I was like, no, please, I begged him.
Yeah, it's
But
almost
wow.
worse. It's
unfortunately,
almost
but
worse
I
that he tells you that.
Yeah, it's worse that it's
yes,
definitely worse that he said that. It's like, why are you even telling me that?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, I
God.
thought you
but,
were winning the fight too. I will say, I don't want to comment too much on this girl's weight, but geez Louise, she knew how to use the weight difference too. Like
you
her
know,
game plan seemed to just be, I'm gonna get close, squeeze you down,
there was it.
put the
Tim,
weight on you.
I came there
Yeah.
because she's a pro boxer. So I want to show everyone. Also the weight difference. I was not with my head with the weight difference, but I want to compete myself with my boxing skills with her. When I step there, I want to box with her, like an eye on an eye, a tooth on a tooth. Let's go, you know. But the first round when she stepped in, I give her a punch and I felt her nose like on my hand. Like I broke her nose. I definitely want you see in the first round, this was the bleeding is not stopping. But she didn't want to box with me. The only thing what she did is like punch, hold me, and put me to the ground. Like she wants me to how can I to break me in condition. But my
Yeah.
condition was very good, so I prepared myself. And like they say in the comments, we Dutch fighters are very good in the clinch. So I did a very good job to hold her, very close. But it feels like how can I say, like a rhino is like going into me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was definitely trying to wear on you, like put her body on you, make her you
Yeah,
carry her,
that's the only
to
Wait,
thing
try to
what
wear
she
you
did.
out.
That's the only
Yeah.
thing
right.
what she did. Her weight was a big issue.
And it's tough too because just in the clinches as well, when you're that much bigger, you can just muscle them around a little bit. Like, you would get in the clinches and you were throwing the shots to the body, you're trying to go over top, but like she was just so heavy on you and just kind of like shifting you around. It was not even scales, man. Like it's very crazy.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, because one of our friends from the podcast, she fights over in Norway, and this is Cecilia Bolander in Octagon. She had a terrible injury. Like, her whole knee is wrecked. Like, I think it was like the LCL, the MCL, whatever. Like, everything has been torn from her fight. And she had put up, and I had been sharing this on my Instagram, but she had been putting up a GoFundMe to try and help her with her medical bills. And Bam Bam, I reached out to her and was able to get a hold of her this week, and she said that things are good now. Norway is taking care of her.
Thank
There's
God.
doctors that are
That's
taking
good
care
to
of
know.
her.
Great.
And Octagon has been very good to her as well with helping with the medical issues and things like that. So I'm so happy for that, because I think we've been talking about that a little bit. So yeah,
absolutely, that's good. It's important for the promotions to help take care of these fighters after their fights. That's way it's going to help them keep coming back to fight for them again, and get other fighters knowing that they're being taken care of while they're competing for them. So
yeah, for
we
sure.
we fight for them, and what we want is like they care for us after the fight.
yes,
Right. Exactly. But and I'm very glad also, Hatice, because at BKB, the announcer is Big Mo.
Yeah.
And I had him on this show like 4 or 5 years ago when he was only doing the BKB. Like, he was doing some things, but he was pretty much the only big thing he was doing was BKB. And since I interviewed him, he's now doing all the big boxing ones. He does the Jake Paul. He did the Mike Tyson fight. That guy is so cool. Did you get a chance to meet him at all?
I talk with him personal, and he is such a wonderful man. What a warm heart. I knew
Yeah.
him like 6.5 years ago. We met, of course, at the fight at Bellator against Liam McCourt.
okay,
So I talked to him on a personal way, from the back round about my mom, of the loss of my mom. And we shared a lot of emotions. So I felt so safe in that conversation with him. It gave me like, how can I say, a protected father figure at that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
And that's what he gave.
Yeah.
Till the fight, he looked at me and I feel like my father is in the Netherlands, but I have a father figure here. He gives me that safety feeling. That man has a golden heart for all
Yeah.
of the fighters, for all the fight
Yeah.
community. But that moment with him, that's written in my heart. I will never forget that. And I'm very thankful and grateful for that moment.
That's beautiful, Hatice.
Yeah.
Now, Hatice, so I'm glad to hear that everything's good. I'm glad to hear that you're getting into that next fight, hopefully in January. Is there anything that you wanted to say to your fans that were supporting you through this fight that you want to tell them?
The only thing what I always say, I'm very grateful, I'm very happy, and I'm very blessed that people like, how can I say, that they, yeah, walk with me with this journey. And I hope that I can be an example for all the women are in my position or was in my position. And like I always say, if I can achieve it, they can achieve it. Achieve it.
I don't know that everyone's such a badass like you, Hatice, but
Yeah.
I don't
in
know if
their
I'm a
ways,
badass. I do my best.
yeah.
Wow.
I do want to say, we talked last time about you working in the correctional facilities and things like that, and then you had told us a story about how people didn't necessarily know who you were or what you did. Obviously, you show up to work and you've got these shiners. Did they know you were going into a fight this weekend? Do you know?
Yes, and tomorrow I'm going to fight. It's my first work day. But I'm not ashamed of it. I can tell you today I go to the store, to buy some food.
Yeah.
And people look at you, but some people wear glasses like this. I know, fucking hell, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And of course, outside the ring or my fights, I'm a woman. I like to dress, I like to do my makeup, my hair. And one woman, she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she was like scared. And she said to me, "Are you okay?" in Dutch. I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And then she said, "Oh, does it hurt?" I said, "No." And then she said, "Maybe brutal to ask, but what happened?" I said, "I'm not married." I said, "Yeah, I didn't did the dishwashers at home, so my husband knocked me down." And she said, "Oh my God." I said, "No, I'm a pro boxer. She said, really? I said, yeah, really. She said, or else I would have called the police to help you out.
You should say, hey, you should call the police on the girl I just beat up. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hatice, I'm so happy for you, Hatice. I'm so glad that that everything's worked out for you. Obviously, the ending wasn't the ending we wanted, but the story leading up to it, your
Under the
enjoyment,
circumstances too. Yeah.
everything, like everything that did it, just continues to show the world and shows me and shows your family and friends like the kind of person that you are. So it's absolutely incredible that you've done this, and I can't wait to see you again in the new year. Like the next fight's only going to get bigger and better.
Like I said, I didn't come to play. I come to fight, and maybe that day was not my day, but I know God gives the hardest battle to His loved ones, and this is also a learning process for me to learn from this to never take heavy weights anymore.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely lessons learned.
Yeah, and I mean, and I'm glad that the promotion respects you and knows like
Yeah.
the value that you bring, because I mean, through that whole week, you were always promoting it so well, and like
Yeah.
you're one of the vocal fighters and one of the people there. So I was glad to see you put into that position too.
I'm grateful.
Has any female fighters from BKB called you out after that fight? Because sometimes they'll do that because they'll see a star and they'll be like, "Oh, I should try to get a fight with her
Um,
because that's gonna be good."
I I was like, I get a lot of respect.
No. That's
Yeah, I get a lot of the. I have a good connection with the Red Queen. She fights at
Yeah,
145.
yeah. The Red
Okay.
Yeah,
Queen. Yeah,
she is a badass. She is
Yeah.
one of the badass fighters there. And I was like, Ashley, go fight her. She's your weight. Go fight her.
Yeah.
Because she fight at 145, 150. Go fight her. But I
Yeah.
think she's smart because if she fights the Red Queen, believe me, the table will turn very bad
Yeah.
for her. So
yeah,
yeah, I get a lot of support from the women in my division also. So that did me very good. But
nice.
also, it's business. I respect them and I give a big heart for them. But if I had to fight with them, we will. Because if there is a title on the line, I'm not going to choose the kindness. I'm going for
Yeah.
brutality.
Yeah.
Free facelifts for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hatice Özyurt, look, it was an absolute pleasure to speak to you again. Thank you so much for coming back on the
absolutely.
podcast. Like, Bam Bam and I were messaging the whole time you were fighting, and we were like
Yeah.
so happy for you. And congratulations on this experience. Congratulations on
Yes.
bringing your platform to the world and expanding your fandom, for people to see you and reach out to you. And I can't wait to see what's next. Thank you so much. And thank Nick for setting this up for us. I really appreciate him. He's such a
Yes.
great guy.
Thank you for
Thank you
coming
both.
on. You have such a great
Yeah.
attitude. It's really great talking with you, seeing your mindset for the fight, loving and enjoying the whole journey.
Yeah.
And definitely look forward to seeing what comes next in January or
Now,
early next year.
now I get a free blush from you guys.
It looks good. It goes good with the mascara you got going on.
Yeah, that's right.
What
Thank you for having me.
in
Yes.
January in the US, do you know what state it's going to be or what city? Like, what is the idea? Do you know?
I heard, but I cannot say it because it's not
Oh.
100%, but
Okay,
it's
yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
my fights
I-
will be now in America.
I should try to fly down for that fight.
Yeah,
I've never
you
been.
should.
And if you come, you have to get me my candy bar. Don't forget.
I'll get you a new one. I won't give you this one. I'll buy you a brand new Turkish Delight.
Okay, then I will
All
take
right.
Turkish baklava for you.
There you Thank you so much, Hatice. Have a
Yes,
wonderful
Thank
day.
you. Thank you
Great
guys.
talking to
Bye.
you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Boom! The Turkish Delight, Hatice Özyurt, back for the second time. Bam Bam, I'm so happy to be able to just get that story out.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy to think, and to get more of the insight as far as the weights, her wearing a weighted vest on the scale, and wild, yeah, and the picture, man.
That picture,
that tells you right there, right? And it just definitely tells you too about who she is, her heart, and her desire to fight, no matter what size the opponent is, and everything. So,
I mean, very dangerous though, right?
yes,
Like,
very, very dangerous. Yes. The commission if they knew that fight wouldn't have happened for sure.
But how? I mean, to be honest with you, though, you know, we talk about people who then like can really weight bully because they cut so much and then
Yeah.
put on a lot of weight. But I don't know, man. I feel like I wouldn't have been surprised if before that fight starts, the commission was like, whoa, 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 hold on one second here. Because that's a huge difference. And it's not like one fighter is so much taller or shorter, where like a short fighter might be very chubby. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, definitely too, you know, sometimes, well, definitely when I was in the UFC and stuff too, they, you know, they'd weigh you at weigh-ins, obviously, right? You weigh in, you make weight, but they'd weigh you fight day too.
Yeah.
And so, you know, how's she going to do that? If, you know, they must have not weighed her fight day.
But even if they weigh you fight day, though, that's just for the stats later. It doesn't matter.
But if she comes in, she was weighing 130 on fight day when she was 145 on the scale. How's that happen?
Oh, you know I see. You're saying if it's not the difference. You're going if Özyurt.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, she would have had to weigh. She would have had to weigh the weights on the fight day, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's like it's like right before you get on the bus to go to the arena or whatever. You know what I mean? So
yeah, shove them in your shoes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't know.
Hair tie, weighted hair tie.
Yeah. Friends of the podcast update. So there's a few that I want to get through. Obviously, RageWorks Podcast Network. That's a huge network that we've been on since we began. RageWorksNetwork.com for other great audio podcasts. Go check out Sweep the League Network and the Refocus Network. They've got great content creators like us. Sarah Wilson. She's a fighter out at Fight League Atlantic. Bam Bam. Really cool character, man. Sarah Wilson. She's the five-time Kumite champion. 5 times, 4-time. But she's a huge jiu-jitsu person, right? She's very, very cool. She does some work with Fight League Atlantic as well in the stands and stuff when she's not fighting. Like, she's huge into the East Coast. She won a $1,000 grappling tournament out in Cape Breton, the Cape Breton Invitational. $1,000 bucks.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, that's a sweet deal.
Yeah, so congratulations to her. She's always doing so well, man. She was out at Eddie Bravo. She actually represented Canada / Fight League Atlantic when she was out there. Like, she was wearing the Fight League Atlantic stuff, so it's so cool to see that
That's
brand,
awesome.
you know?
Yeah,
and she's very cool. So congratulations to her. Inner G, Charles Johnson. I love this freaking dude, the guy with the skullet. He just had a brand new baby, so congratulations to him.
Oh, congratulations.
With a brand new baby. Tyler Schaefer. She's a 2-time guest of the podcast. I haven't seen her in a long time, which I need to get her back on. She was victorious in an MMA fight, so very happy for her.
Nice. Yep.
And of course, finally, I do have to mention that Fight League Atlantic FLA 21 is a mere 2 weeks away now. Like, we are very close to FLA 21 in Pictou, Nova Scotia. Beautiful Pictou, Nova Scotia on the water.
Yes.
What a great opportunity to go out there. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, go to fightleagueatlantic.com, get the pay-per-view there, or just goddamn fly out there and we'll hang out.
Yeah,
like, it's
go
very
watch.
cool. Very, very cool, Bam Bam. And I've been lucky enough to do some of the podcasts for Fight League Atlantic, and I've been seeing some of their fighters and meeting some of the fighters there, and some really cool dudes, man. There's one guy who literally looks like Wolverine, like the mutton chops, the face, like he looks exactly like Wolverine. And in his fight posters, he wears metal claws. He wears metal claws and has the cigar. Like, it's crazy. I love it. Really, really good characters though that are going to be at this event, and I'm so happy to see it. So catch me there for sure. I'll be there. Now, I did want to say Charles Johnson. We were just saying that he had the new baby. There was some news, and I was trying to get a hold of him to see if he'd want to come on the podcast about this. But this news broke. Oh, you can't really see it here. This was MMA on Point was talking about it. I think it was a tweet that he did or someone did. Ariel Helwani did. He said that he was broke before his last fight where he won and got the performance of the night bonus. but he was literally in the red and had to borrow money from his manager. Sucker Punch is great, Bryan Butler, but had to borrow money from his manager because he was in the red.
Wow.
This guy is
To get him to the
freaking.
fight. Yeah.
This guy is friggin' one of the best flyweights in the world. I don't know what he's ranked.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful wife, 1 child, now 2 children.
Yeah.
Bam Bam, my
Let me
question
tell
to you.
Right now, I can tell you before you even answer your question, like, fighters need to be taken care of better, especially when they're at the level of the UFC. Like, they need to be making more, like we mentioned before, possibly doing, you know, a salary plus your fight wins, you know, things like that. Like, obviously, you can't hold them responsible for, you know, people who aren't good with their money or overspend or whatever like that. But also, like, you know, fighters aren't making enough for sure.
There's no way this guy is bad with his money. I mean, I don't look.
Yeah. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is to further your point is that I've got a good beat on who is good people. You know what I mean? Like I know you're about a 6 out of 10 on the good scale. But
whoa, thank you.
no, I can tell who's good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Charles Johnson is good people. I can tell, like, you know, I feel pretty confident in saying who's a good person, who's whatever. And Charles Johnson really hits me as a good person, man. Nice wife, 2 children. Like, he's a family man. He's a good guy. He's a funny guy. Like, you know, he's ranked. I'm looking at it now. He's ranked number 13 in the UFC flyweight rankings, and that's a little bit of a odd ranking too, because he's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 5-1 in his last 6. He dropped the last one. That's probably why he's not even higher. But this dude is definitely a top 10, if not top 5 flyweight, in my opinion. This guy's always money in the bank. He's 3 performance of the nights in those last 7 fights. So that's an extra $150K.
Yeah.
Bam Bam.
You think after taxes and everything and kids and, like, you know, things, money goes, and it's not like what everybody thinks. You know, everybody thinks, oh, you're in the UFC, you're rich. It's like, no, it's not like that. It really isn't like that. Like, look at compared to other sports, other professional athletes, like WNBA women make more than, you know, the UFC fighters. Like, you know, I think WNBA is on the lower end of, you know, professional sports as far as what they make. And
wait, what stat is this? WNBA players make more than UFC fighters?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I bet you they do.
You should just say you're a woman and play for the WNBA right now.
I bet you they do. Like,
no, you're saying. Wait, you're saying you bet they do, or you saw that written
No,
somewhere?
I bet they do. On average, the average.
Right. Okay, yeah.
They make more than UFC fighters.
Yeah, and they can't even hit a layup. I got a bad look the other day. I was out shopping for running shoes with my wife.
Yeah.
And the guy is like, oh, you know, the guy at the store, he's like, I think it was Nike store. He's like, oh, these shoes. And it had like a logo on it or something. Oh, well, what's this logo? You know, and he's like, oh, it's Julie, blah, blah, blah. She plays for the WNBA. And I'm like, oh, so do these shoes make you play worse? And then he was very mad when I made that joke. He did not appreciate that at all. But anyways, and your lag is making it seem like you don't appreciate the joke too. But anyways,
if you could hear me, you are frozen on my screen right now.
Oh, you're better now. It's because you're in the middle of the woods. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I brought that story up or what. I don't know what I wanted to say from that story, but it was just shocking to me that like a number 13.
I wanted to hear the dang story.
Oh, you didn't hear the story?
I didn't hear any of that. No, you froze, and like I missed. You just about to tell the story, and it froze. I didn't hear any of it. And then it came back, and you're like, anyway, I don't know where I was going with the story, but
wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I wanted to hear what did they say to you? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so he said here's these shoes. It's this. And I said, what's this logo? And he goes, oh, it's a WNBA player. And I said, well, is it going to make my wife play worse basketball? And then he got really mad at me.
He got upset? He didn't laugh?
He did not take kindly to the joke. He might be the one guy that watches WNBA. I don't know.
What the hell? Are you serious?
I don't know. Maybe he was trying to sell that shoe. Maybe they had a deal in the store. Like, first guy to sell one of these stupid pairs of shoes wins $100. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you get the shoes? Is the question?
No, we didn't buy the shoe. No.
Okay.
My wife and I, here's relationship goals for people out there. My wife and I always like to buy the same pair of shoes if we can.
Oh.
Like different like we'll do different color, but like if I buy Air Maxes, she'll buy Air Maxes, or if I buy Air whatever. Like we'll try to buy the same pair of shoe. It's just something we do. It's cute. I don't know.
Yeah.
Asian people. I feel I don't know if this is racist, but Asian people do that a lot. I do recognize that a lot. That Asian people will do that. So, and tomorrow, oh shoot, I'm gonna put this back up. Friend of the podcast update.
Yeah,
it's my 5th wedding anniversary on Friday.
Hey, let's go.
Hello. Yeah, very exciting.
Congratulations. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. How many years you been married?
14.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Dang, 14, man. That's incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like, wait, so how old were you when you got married?
Pretty much 18. Pretty much 18 years, though, because we've been together 18 years.
How old were you when you married?
22.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow, that's amazing, man. 22.
Yeah, we were engaged at 18, had a long engagement, and got married at 22.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Very beautiful. Speaking of people who have beautiful love stories, Conor McGregor was in the news. He is going to run to be the president of Ireland.
Okay. I did see something too, though, that said that like he got denied or
No.
No, the fake news? Fake news?
No, it's not fake news. The ruling party of Ireland has apparently said that they don't want any of their people to give him support.
Wow.
Because you need X number of people in the House or X number of representatives to be able to support you to allow you to then get to the next stage or whatever. But it's only that the ruling party has said they will not do it. So like as a party, they're like, hey, let's not nominate this guy. And of course, because he will win the presidency of Ireland.
Okay. So they just said, I don't want people to go for him.
So it's just like, it's just like as if like the Republicans said, hey, here, this independent guy in the States, don't like help this guy get there.
Okay.
Bam, Bam.
Interesting.
Your thoughts and reactions. If Conor McGregor was able to get the nomination, would the people of Ireland elect him?
I would think so.
Yeah.
But like I think he has a lot of pull. Like obviously, you know, he's shown up for Ireland and always represented in UFC. Now, obviously, what he's done as of late and some of the controversy that he's gone through and stuff like that's not great. But you know, he's done great things for the country and all that. So I think we may see Proper 12 being the drink of Ireland pretty soon here.
He would be, and I'm, oh my God, why is my screen like that? Why is it so small here?
First president to have news online?
Yeah, hold on. I got to edit that so it doesn't scroll like that. Here we go. First president to have nudes online. That will be... Huh?
Is he?
No, he will be.
The first Ireland president to have news online? Do any...
I don't know.
I don't know. Fuck. But
I'm not up on my celebrity porn.
You're obviously digging deep to find out he's the first.
I'm searching. What president? No, but
I've been searching far and wide and I can't find anything.
Yeah. I'm down to Venezuela and Zimbabwe.
I've seen the runner-ups. I got some up there, but you know, none of the active ones.
A few vice presidents, but there's no.
Yeah.
So here's my conspiracy of the week,
Okay.
and it ties into the Conor McGregor. Okay, my conspiracy of the week is a sad one here. Something will come out or happen to Conor that will discredit or disallow him from running.
Okay. I can
I
see that.
really believe that if this guy starts to go that route, that someone is going to ruin his political career before it gets started.
I could see that, honestly, as far as like you said, they're already pushing people not to go for him. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're gonna. They know that there's some dirt out there. They're gonna find it.
Yeah. Oh well, you don't have to look far for dirt. You could just follow the
Yeah.
Fight podcast, and
Yeah,
we'll
but
get it for
maybe
you.
like something that hasn't already been seen or brought to people's attention. You know what I mean?
No, it will be something new. You're not going to rely on the old stuff because everybody knows that. It's going to be something new or something that comes out of the woodwork, right? That we have not heard from before, but something will happen that will ruin his political career. I have no doubt in my mind that would happen because the ruling class, the elites, the whatever would never allow a guy like that to ascend to that heights. Like never.
Yes. I mean, I could definitely see happening. And like, I haven't looked into it, obviously, but what is his purpose for running? Like, is it just a power play? Like, I've done all this. I'm Conor McGregor because I can be. Or is it like, you know, these things are bad here and no one's doing anything about it. I want to change this and that and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, or not. Or is it just like, you know, like I said, just the power play to be like, I'm the greatest Irishman there's ever been. So
I
I
don't
know. I'd have to look more into it, obviously.
Yeah, please do. I think that a lot of people around the world always think that they could do better, right? Or a lot of people think like I could fix government or I could fix whatever. But only so few of us have the ability to actually enact that change or have the ability financially or popularity wise to do it. So I think he'll try, man. I mean, I honestly think he's going to try. It's just that my conspiracy of the week is really going to screw things up for this dude because I just think that they won't allow it. You know, this is like Donald Trump times a billion, right? Like,
Yeah.
like as crazy as that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is this is a real out of left field pick here. So I think he could win. I think he would win, but I just don't think he'll get there, which is the sad part. And I mean, maybe that's something then that the world needs to look at, right? Because whatever. But anyways, that's interesting. And then last thing, because I know we're going kind of long, plus the your connection is tough. Bryan Battle is signed to the PFL. I've been calling out Bryan Battle. Get on this goddamn podcast. He shows up on Ariel Helwani's show like every 5 minutes. Fuck's sakes. Bryan Battle, get on this goddamn podcast because I want to talk to you about so much. You also are a Brian with a Y, so it's fine. Brian Barberino will accept you. Here's my problem. I wrote it right away, but now I got confirmation. He signed up for the goddamn tournament for next year.
Okay. So his whole contract's based on the tournament, or we don't know?
Well, that as I was reading, it seems like that's what he's in. Like, because right away when he signed, I said, "Are you signed to Champion Series or are you signed to the tournament?"
Yeah.
You're gonna go in the stupid tournament next year? I really feel like that's a miss. Like, why wouldn't you be signing on to get on some cards and start fighting? Like, why? Like, does that mean then that you're not fighting until next friggin' March or whatever when the new tournament starts?
Unless they're allowing him to take other ventures and like do dirty boxing or BKFC and then, you know, fight there. Nothing negotiated that into his contract.
Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't listened to the interviews and stuff like that, but I just saw that news and I read that it was for the tournament. And I'm like, "Ugh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So hopefully you're right. Hopefully his contracts allows him to do other combat sport things,
Yeah.
but that really puts a damper, dude. You go into that tournament, if you're injured on that first fight or something like that, that just throws you out of the tournament. Like that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot on the line, right? You're committed to the tournament. Like you said, you get injured. Even though if you win, you get injured, and boom, you're out of the tournament. You're not fighting again the rest of that year, probably.
You're out of the tournament. I mean, last year they dropped it from 1 million to 500,000. This year I heard it might be $37 and change. Like it's very dangerous to sign up for that with the risk. I know that there's the reward, but again, you're Bryan Battle. I don't know they shouldn't have been able to just sign on and start getting some fights, like go after the PFL World Championship title or the Bellator title or blah blah blah, right? Like do something. You've got a big enough name. There's a lot of hype around you. Like you should have negotiated. I feel like you should have negotiated something better.
Yeah.
Strange.
Time will tell.
Bam. Yeah. I don't know. Bam Bam. I think that's it, my friend. I have some new people coming back, coming on the podcast. I have some returning people coming on the podcast. I'm very excited. I don't know for sure who is next week, but we will get something done, dude. Thank you so much for the podcast today.
Absolutely. Sorry, we don't have my normal awesome background, but
no, like you went from a wood background to you went from a wood background to being in the actual woods. So, all right, man. Have a good one, buddy.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Yeah. Bye.